Welcome back to our channel for video editing. We had part 1 and now today we have part 2. How do we edit using Camtasia to edit our videos, and then we enjoy the power of technology. So last time we talked about, basically we focused on the media part and then the library. The library found out icons that we can add in our video. Then we had intros, we had lower third, then we had motion backgrounds that you can put in your work to make your work more interesting. Then we also have music tracks. These are all music tracks that you can put in your work. So if you find that you are interested to add some music tracks, you can test them before adding them there. So I've tested that. I'm going to test that. So if you find that that is what will make your work interesting, you drag it in your work. You can see that it is too long, but you are only interested in a certain intro part. Okay, at the beginning of the video you are only interested maybe after that portion, then that's where the video, the sound that you have added, you want it to stop. You split it, and after the other portion that you don't want, you can delete it. So when you start your video, let us try and start it. Okay, so it stops and then you have the continuity of your video that you had. Okay, that's the beauty of the video, adding audio. But somebody may be interested, what if I want to reduce the sound of that? You will see that I told you properties here. Right now it is assigned to 100. You can reduce it a little bit. And now let's see if we are to start our video. The tone, it is a little bit down, so you can gain it or regain, at least undergain it, and then your work becomes more. Again, somebody may say that, what if I wanted to play the sound? We have fade in and fade out. Fade in, it comes slowly, and fade out, it closes slowly, so that it looks not like a breakdown. What? No, you can add. Now that one you can only click on the audio effects here. Among the properties we have audio effects. Click on audio effects. You have fading. You can even remove the noise in your work by dragging it onto the audio which has noise. So you can just click on fade out. Let me drag it onto my work. You see that portion here, it shows a fade out. So if I'm to play it, listen, and then you see. Okay, so it goes slowly by slowly. Okay, we have this disturbing one. We try to remove it so that at least you get the effect very well. Okay, so that means in our sound that we have here, it is a little bit slowly, it won't affect you, but again you can also reduce it the more, play it that you want it to flow very well. Very well, and then it clocks, it fades. Even you can put it on even these audios that you have in your video. You like fade in, that means at the beginning. Okay, if you are so observant, let me bring it closer, you can see the effect, and then you can say again when it is ending, I want another portion. So when it is starting, does not affect your work completely. So that those are effects that we can put on our work. So we can see we have notations. These Notations, you can add them in your work, okay, if you prefer adding them there. So it depends on what you want to add in your work. So if you come here and then you wanted to add a certain effect, you can add it there, double click inside and then put any wordings that you want, which you may think that it will bring out the key point or to maybe the name of that individual. Then you can just play your video and then they mention the name of the actor, okay? But again, you can also put it at the, if you want it not to take long, so you can just need to type and then maybe say, okay, if I prefer putting a name. So when the video is starting, we can get to know who was that person and then disappears, okay? So these are all here. You can add them depending on what you prefer by just simply dragging. That is under annotation. Then we have transitions. How do you want your video to enter into another one? You can just drag it onto the video itself, okay? As it is starting, as it is beginning, it is upon you. So when you, at least for this one, had its own transitions, but again, you can play with it. Right now it has no powerful transition, so what I'm going to do, I may decide that this is going to be my transition. Drag it. You can even drag it on the picture, you can drag it on the video, whatever you prefer. So I've dragged it here. When I start, look at the way it starts, if you find it more interesting. So you can add another one at the end. You can, now when it is ending, it ends like that. These are all transitions. The number is here, depends on what you prefer to start with. Drag it and put it on your work, okay? And once you test it, you will find how it will play your work to me more advanced. Then you have behavior of the things the way you want them. Let me play it on this, okay? So I can drag it here. How do you want it to flow? Okay, the behavior, okay, you can drag it there and you want it to behave in that atmosphere when it's in your work, okay? So depends on what you prefer. Then we have, okay, this animation. We shall have a separate video for animation to make it more interesting. Now we have also this closing. We shall be in position to see that you can even highlight something in your video that you want, okay? You drag it and then you highlight onto something that you are spotting out, preferable to use, okay? So that one we shall take time on it and then we shall see how to use it more effective, and then our work will be more interesting, okay? So we shall see how to use it until we affect it. Then we have also this part of voice narration. You can add your own voice in your work, okay? You just need to click on recording and then it record your audio very well. If I click on it, I will start recording my video and whatever I'm talking about will be added. You can just stop it and then after stopping, yes, save. And after saving, if I now start playing the video, the narration is already there. So the narration, you can hear it, okay? So that means you can even do a narration of a certain video which lacks narration, okay? And then sound editing, we have seen it, and many other things. So we shall be recording another video which we do where we're going to do slow motions. How do you apply slow motions in your work? How do you speed up the video? Thank you very much. I told you that whatever you have done and you feel that it is ready for usage, you can click on export and then local file, then use. If you are still working on it, you just keep on clicking on save, and whenever you want to continue with your project, you just continue with it. Thank you very much.